Welcome to the Writer's Block. I'm Barry Tramel from the Oklahoman in Oklahoma City. I'm joined by my pal down in Austin at the American-Statesman, Cedric Golden. And Cedric, football season is upon us, but the Dallas Cowboys have problems beyond the field, mostly with contracts. They got three guys that want big contracts. One of them's not in camp, Ezekiel Elliott. One of them is a quarterback named Dak Prescott, who apparently has turned down a $30 million a year offer. Cedric, can this be true? Did Dak Prescott really turn down $30 million?
Man, I thought I was living in Groundhog's Day. I can't believe when I read that Dak Prescott said no to $30 million. He's making $2 million this year. How many of us would love a times 15 on our paychecks, 15 times what we make now? I'll take that all day long and twice on Sunday. Here's the thing, Barry. He ain't worth $30 million a year. He's a good quarterback. They won a couple of division titles under his watch. He's taking his shot. He wants 40. He wants 40 million. And so I think he's trying to level it off and maybe get 35 million. That will put him in that Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees category. But guess what about Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Drew Brees? Those guys have won Super Bowls. Those guys are stars in this league. So for Dak to ask that was shocking. And for Jerry to talk about severed arms and automobile accidents when asked about the contract dispute is even more disturbing, especially since he just bought a $250 million yacht. So I don't think he's hurting for cash. It's more of a salary cap issue than a cash flow issue.
Well, the thing that strikes me is the quarterback, your team leader, when he takes a mega salary, when he goes for as much as he can get, that really only cripples the cause. That cripples the salary cap room for the general manager. If you pay Dak Prescott $30 million, that's going to crimp the rest of the Cowboys' salaries. You pay him $35 million, and it's even more so. This doesn't strike me as a great leadership move by Dak Prescott.
It doesn't, and one only need to look toward Foxborough, where Tom Brady has taken less money for the last decade plus to keep his team competitive. I'm not asking Dak to just throw it all away, but Dak, if they offer you $20 million, $25 million, you should jump at that. You're a fourth-round pick, and you're not elite. You're 18th in passing efficiency last year. That means that you're not even in the top half of starting quarterbacks in the league in passing efficiency. You're a good leader. You're well respected. I understand the need to maximize your earning potential, but not at the expense of your teammates, especially when you know that your road dog, Ezekiel Elliott, is still out there in Cabo sipping on margaritas and getting fat while everybody else is in the sun in Thousand Oaks. And your number one receiver, Amari Cooper, is underpaid. Not as much as Ezekiel, but also underpaid. So if you want to be the franchise guy, if you want to win in Dallas, take a sensible offer because you haven't won anything yet. If you win a Super Bowl, then you can come back and ask for $35 million. But until then, know your role, get what you can get, but don't cripple the franchise in the process.
Speaking of Big Zeke, do you expect Elliott to continue his holdout into the season, potentially throughout the entire season?
I really don't, Barry. Something tells me he's coming back. And I know Melvin Gordon and the Chargers are millions and millions and millions of dollars apart in their negotiations. But I think that I just think that the Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott could probably find a happy medium that's going to get him in camp here in a week or so, get him ready. A lot of these guys just don't like training camp. I understand that. But I think when you're the most important player on a football team, and I think that is Ezekiel Elliott in this case, I think he needs to get back in camp and get his timing down with Dak and the offensive line. I don't think that they're as far apart as Melvin Gordon is with the Chargers. So it wouldn't surprise me if he signed in a week or so.
Well, Jerry Jones certainly has some work cut out to produce for this 2019 Dallas Cowboys squad.